There was something terribly charming about the sight of that old apartment. But who was that woman really? And what was she hiding behind the closed door of her apartment? What Clarina saw left her speechless, a mixture of disbelief and compassion. If you don't want to miss other incredible events like this, subscribe to our channel now and click on the notification bell. Good vision. In the heart of a quiet suburban street lived a group of big-hearted condominium owners, but there was an apartment that seemed to hold an impenetrable mystery. There, right in front of Clarina's apartment, Lila, an 80-year-old elderly lady, had lived for over 20 years. Clarina had always seen her in passing, an elusive figure, always closed in her solitude. Every time Clarina saw her, she couldn't help but wonder what story was hidden behind those tired and wary eyes. I always wondered what was behind that closed door, Clarina told friends and relatives. In all the years, I have never seen her with anyone, nor have I ever seen her receive visitors. She goes out once a week to do the shopping, and that's it. Clarina's daughter, Mariah, a 14-year-old girl, had noticed the same thing. "Mom, we shouldn't leave her alone," she often told her. "What if she needs help? What if she has no one?" Mariah's words deeply affected Clarina. From that moment, the thought of Lila became a constant in her mind. Yet every attempt to get closer was useless. Lila firmly refused every offer of help, keeping her distance. Time passed, but Lila's situation seemed to get worse. Her clothes were increasingly worn out, and her face increasingly tired. One day, Clarina finally took courage. She could no longer ignore what her eyes saw and her heart felt. It was then that after yet another refusal, she decided to enter Lila's apartment. What Clarina saw left her breathless. If you liked the video, please like it to support our channel, and don't forget to subscribe. 1,000 thanks. She was not prepared for what she would find. A house that seemed to have stopped in time, engulfed in chaos and filth that testified to years of loneliness and abandonment. "I couldn't believe my eyes," Clarina recalled. There was dirt everywhere. The furniture was old and broken, and the little food in the refrigerator had expired days ago. Lila lived in inhumane conditions. At that moment, Clarina felt an unshakable determination growing within her. She would not allow Lila to continue living in that hell. She had to do something, and she had to do it now. Lila, overwhelmed by the unexpected display of affection, finally gave in and allowed Clarina to help her. She hadn't had a bath for almost 13 years because the heating was broken and there was no water, Clarina said in a voice. She slept on a dirty mattress surrounded by mold and with broken windows that let in cold and damp. Clarina knew she couldn't do it alone. With her daughter's help, she began cleaning the apartment and taking care of Lila. They spent days cleaning, washing, and tidying up. It took more than 60 hours of intense work before the house began to look like a livable place, Clarina recalled. The two worked incessantly, finding among the dirt old memories of a life that Lila seemed to have forgotten. Faded photographs, yellowed letters, objects that told stories of a distant past. Every object had a story. Clarina felt that she was not only cleaning a house, but also bringing to light pieces of Lila's life, pieces that time and loneliness had buried. With her heart full of hope and desperation, Clarina took her phone and began to write a post on her social profile. She told Lila's story, describing the condition in which she found her and the urgent need for help. She asked everyone to donate what they no longer used. Even the smallest gesture would be an immense help. "I never expected such an overwhelming response," she confessed. In a very short time, the news spread, and people lined up to donate everything Lila could need. Clarina couldn't believe her eyes as she saw people arriving with bags of clothes, furniture, and food. People she didn't know at all were showing generosity that exceeded her expectations. For the first time in many years, she felt that they were not alone. In just one day, they received 80% of the things needed to improve Lila's life. The story spread slowly over time. All over the world, there were people everywhere willing to offer their help. Clarina, grateful for so much affection, continued to update everyone on Lila's new life and collect funds to support her. Now Lila had a clean, comfortable bed, beautiful new furniture, clothes, and food. But the most surprising part was that she had found new friends. Lila seemed reborn, her heart finally filled with love and affection. Mariah, with her innocent tenacity, developed a special bond with Lila. Every day they spent together, the two became closer and closer, until Mariah began to consider her the grandmother she had never had. Clarina's courage to open that door and Mariah's determination not to give up demonstrated that sometimes an act of kindness is necessary to discover hidden treasures in people's hearts. It wasn't just a story of help, but of rebirth, love, and community. The residents continued to care for Lila, demonstrating that people's hearts can be immense wherever they live. Isn't it true that a small gesture of love is enough to change someone's life?